Hello, good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Devpos Technologies. So this one is an ICT company providing various softwares. We do point of sale systems. We do biometric. We do CCTV installation. We also do website design and development. We also do access control installation. So today I will talk about the point of sale system. So this one is the landing page or the login page where one has to access the system. So our system is user-based control. So if you have several employees, each and every one of them will have his or her own credential to access the system for easier tracking and logs management. For example, if you want to know which employee uh, is making a lot of sale, you will have to create an account for each and every one of them. Or if, for example, if you are operating a business that you pay through commission, it is advised that each and every employee has an account. So there's a way we set into the system automatic calculation of the commission based on the sales that he or she has made during the specific day. So this one is the login page. So you can decide either to use the numeric way of logging in, or you can decide to use the username. So for my case, I'll use the username. I'll put my username, I'll put the password, and I'll select the branch. So the branch only works when a client has got several branches operating under one system. Is when you can select the branch. For example, if you have a hardware in Nairobi and another branch in Kisumu, those ones that are in Nairobi will only access the system through the Nairobi branch. Those one in Kisumu will as well do so. So for me, I will select the headquarter, then I will click login. So once I'm logged into the system, you will notice that the system is subdivided into three columns. The left column is one that has all the modules there. For example, you have the wholesale. If you are operating a wholesale module, if you can get the sales report through this column. You can do the quotation, you can do the inventory management through this column, you can do the purchases, you can do the order, you can also change your password, you can do the requisition for this one works best in a large institution or in a hotel system, whereby a waiter or a cashier has to make a requisition to the storekeeper so that the items to be dispatched. Then we have the store management. If you're having different store, you do the management through that option. Then you have the branches, then you have the counters. The counters, for example, if you are in a hotel or in a restaurant, you are operating a restaurant, counters ni kama maybe you have a bar, you have a place for the eateries, the restaurant now. Then you have another counter for the grill. You will have that, maybe the grill, you have the bar, and you have the restaurant part of it. Then you have the booking. This one is for the accommodation. We have also accommodation. So for example, if you want to view the rooms, when you click on the rooms, you will view all the rooms that are available and all the rooms that are occupied, or all the rooms that are reserved when you click on the rooms. So you have the user. This is whereby you set the user accounts or the people who will be accessing the system. You have the customers. So for customer, inaitwa CRM. So if you want to manage your customer, you have to add them through that option. We have the suppliers. Of course, you must manage. This one is the room option, whereby it will show you this room executive number 10 is available, this one is available. It will show you also when the rooms are occupied. For example, the standard number 23, it is occupied. You have the maintenance if it is under maintenance. So for the rooms, you can edit the room, you can do anything on the rooms. So I was on the customer, I was on the suppliers. This is where you will set all the suppliers in the system. You'll have to add all your suppliers so that you can get to track their balances and how much have they supplied to you, or things like those one. or you can even, if you want to make a return through to a supplier, maybe it has supplied to you defective items, you will do it via the system so that the balances might align. Then you have the people, stock contacts, stock guest. This is where you can add the guest. For example, if you are operating an accommodation site, you will add the guest through this option. You have now the reports, you have the general reports, you have the accounting reports, you have the expenses report. Then you have the bulk SMS. We also have the bulk SMS. The settings is where you do the general setting. If you want to do the M-Pesa integration, you use the setting module. Then we have the logout. Oh, on the setting you can as well do the what you need to appear on the receipt. Then we have the logout, that is automatic. You can do, we have the biometric. You've heard I've talked about the access control and the biometric. So the biometric data will appear here at the report. You can add a device. If you are using a ZK Teco, you'll add it over here. There's a way we configure. You will sync all the device so that they can get connected, and you can sync all the users. For example, people have logged into or have checked into the system, but maybe the power was not around or the devices were not connected. We will do the syncing of the users so that the logs might appear. So apart from biometric, you can do the change of password. You put, when you click on change password, you put your old password, new password, then you confirm. It is done. So for the basic point of sale, it has got at least 5 main features. The first one is the inventory feature or the inventory module. The inventory is when you get to add the product, is when you get to know the stock movement, is when you get to know the stock value. The inventory is when you get to know which product are selling more, which product are selling less. The inventory is when you get to know the expired product under the basic module. Is when you set the barcode, you can print the barcode. Is also when you get to assign the items the serial number. So this one was the change of password window. So when you go to inventory, as I've said before, you will get to add product, the accompaniments. These are used in hotels. Have the stock movement. If you want to know this product was moved from store number A to store number B, you will know it via that option. You have the stock value, how much this business is having. You will get to know the expired product. If you are operating a chemist or a pharmacy, you'll get to know by today I'm having 10 Panadols which have expired. The stock taking, you do the stock taking using that balance. By stock taking, it means when you get into the business, you'll have the opening stock. For example, you've opened stock with the Lenovo 12. During the day, maybe you've sold 5. So the system will keep that record. You've sold 5. Maybe at a certain level, you ordered some extra 6. So the stock will have an addition of 6. Then you'll have the closing value. That is now the stock taking. You have the suppliers. You have the offers. For those running offers, you can use that option. The offers is when you get to, maybe at a certain day, the offer is supposed to run from 2 to 6 p.m. Which has got something like buy 3 of guineas, get 1 extra. Those are the offers. You have the serial numbers, you have the batches, the bulk SMS. You have the happy hour. Happy hour is a reduction of price. If you are selling Guinness at 50 bob, then at the end of the day or at a certain period of time, maybe 30 minutes to 7 p.m., there's a happy hour for a reduction of 10 bob. So you'll get to set the happy hour from that option. You can do the import and export of the product. You can get our template using that button. You can do the WhatsApping of the stock value. You can get to view the low stock and the active and inactive product. So from this point is when you can add now the product. So before you add the product, if you are operating something like a computer shop, the computer shop has got several and many of the products. You will have to categorize them. you'll have to categorize all the laptops aside. You'll have to categorize all the computers or the desktop. You'll have to categorize even the monitors. You'll have to categorize them aside. So to do that, you'll go directly to the now product categories. So when you are in the categories, there's a main category and there's a subcategory and a product. So the main category, if let's talk in a perspective of monitors. So monitors will fall under main categories. So under monitors, we shall have the subcategory. So subcategory it might have a Dell monitor, it might have a HP monitor, or a touch screen monitor, something like that. So we'll first add the category, the main category, to be monitors. So once you add the main category, you'll again now add the subcategory. What categories fall under monitors? So under monitors, you might have touch monitors, touch monitors. You might have Dell monitors. Those are those with under Dell. Have Dell monitors. So once you have the main category and subcategory added into the system, you can now add the product. So you'll go direct to the product. Then go to add product. So maybe you're having Dell edge to edge 24-inch, something like that. It is an inventory, yeah, it is active. It falls under monitors, under Dell monitors. If there's a branding, you'll have to add them, but right now I don't have the brand, so maybe it is headquarter. It falls under counter, main counter. So you'll go direct to the pricing. So maybe you bought the monitor at 2,500 and you're selling it at 4,500 with a wholesale price of 4,000. And the minimum that you can sell, maybe the item is 28. Kama kumeharibika unaweza uza na 2800. If you have happy hour, you can set the happy hour, but for me I don't have the happy hour. The initial stock or the minimum stock. So the minimum stock you can set is 15. If you can less than 15, the system alerts you. Kwambia hii item haiko nini, iko low of stock. So once I've done that, I just click save. They save my product. So right now, as you can see, I have the Dell edge to edge 24-inch monitor. It falls under Dell monitors. Headquarters. These are the buying price. These are the selling price. This is the lowest price I can sell. This is the wholesale price. As you can see, the stock is 0. So I can either do the purchase so that the stock will be automatically added into the system. So to do the purchase, I will have to add the suppliers first. So right now I don't have a supplier, so I'll just add the supplier. Let me use my details. Save the supplier. Maybe my pin is 123 blah blah blah. Save the supplier. So once this supplier is saved into the system, as you can see, purchases is 0, total purchases is 0. I don't have any information. Last purchase I've never did any information, and you can get to edit his information. So now I'll need to purchase the Dell. So I'll go direct to the purchases so that I can have stock into the business so that I can get to sell. So I'll go to purchases, then I'll click this one is a new purchase. Supplier is David. Invoice number, I can give it this. Branch in the headquarters. I'm receiving them into the counter. then location, the main counter, the date will automatically be selected. Then I'll click create add item. So edge to edge, I'll search Dell edge to edge. How many quantities am I ordering? Let me take 100 of them. Then I'll click this one, add. So if they have, if they come into batches, we'll select the batch numbers, the expiry date, the receiving count, and the location. So I'll just add because each and they align with my description. So this one is your purchase. So as you can see, I'm supposed to pay David 250,000 because I've ordered 100 of edge to edge Dell monitor. So to finalize the purchase, I will click on the receive and finalize. Save and finalize. If I want to continue, I'll click on continue. So once I click on save and finalize is when I can get to print the I get to print the, what do you call it, and the purchases. There's something some batch number is required. So let me just receive, then input the batch number. I'll input the batch number first. I'll disable that. So I'll click save first. So once I save, I'll come now, click receive, then receive the items. So once I receive the items is when I can print the GRN. GRN is the good receive note. So this is how the good receive note will appear. It has the supplier information, it has the receipt information, the recipient information, and all the calculation here. So as you can see, these are the Dell edge to edge. The quantity I've ordered 100. This is the unit, the buying price, the taxable, the total amount plus the tax. I'll get how much I'm supposed to pay. So that's how the GRN will appear. So if I want to know if the stock has increased, I will then go to the inventory. Alright, as you can see, there are 100 of them. So if I want to see the details of my supplier, when I go to suppliers now, as you can see, David Ojambo, the other time the purchases was 0, the total amount was nothing, was 0. But right now after a purchase, you can see I have one purchase under David Ojambo. I have this is the amount that I'm being owed, and this one is the balance. This one is the balance. Alright, so from the purchasing, so at first we started by adding up a product into the system, then we moved at adding the supplier, then making a purchase. Then the next thing is to do a sale. When you do a sale is when now you can do the stock movement. You can see how now our stock is being affected when someone make a sale, things like those. So we'll make a sale. To make a sale, we'll go to sales module. Then now search an item. Kama iko na barcode, you just type it via the scanner. But if it doesn't have, we'll just type the Dell, select. Maybe I just want to sell 10 of them. So remember, I have 100 in the system. When I sell 9, the system is supposed to automatically update the balance to 90. So I'll click add. It is taking some time to load because of my Wi-Fi iko chini kiasi, but bear with me. Everything is being taken care of. So let us give it time to load. So this one is the selling menu. Okay, it has loaded. So from once you click, you can add another item if you want to add. Maybe you want to sell the Lenovo, you just search Lenovo. Maybe Lenovo, I mean 5 of them. So when you sell more than what is in the system will automatically alert you where the quantity you are trying to sell is less than what is in the stock. So let me guess, in the system I have it has updated not enough stock. the remaining quantity, that's 12. So I can sell to, as you can see, the remaining stock is 12, so I can sell less than that. So maybe let me sell 2. I'll add. So if you have the right what are they called, the roles, you can give the discount using this button. You can just update the discount either in monetary form or percentage. Then you can as well delete if you have the right roles. So I believe this client has paid through M-Pesa, so I'll just click M-Pesa. So when if the system is integrated with the STK push-up, it will auto-pick automatically, but if it is not, you'll have to input the M-Pesa code manually, then you click on print. So once you print the receipt, that one will be recorded as a sale. So this is how the receipt will appear. This is how the receipt will appear. I haven't printed. I thought I printed. Anyway, let's see if it was a sale. So to see if the sale went through, when you go to inventory, you will be able to notice there's a deduction of 10 edge-to-edge Dell monitors from 100 to 90. So if you see something like that, this one it means maybe the sale went through. But it, let me check on the sales report. It is there. Yeah, it is there. This one is the latest one. So and it is cleared. It was paid through M-Pesa. So let's see, for example, an inventory. Let's take an item like Lenovo. You have 10 of them. Let's sell maybe 3 Lenovo, so that the balance to be updated to 7. Let's say half of them 5. And the payment is via M-Pesa. We've printed. So we have 5 in the system right now. We are supposed to be having. Now this one is our receipt. We are supposed to be having 5 remaining. So let's check. Yes. This one is the real-time deduction. I believe I have there's an error when I was doing the input of the Dell. I think there's an error or there's something. Let me see if I can get to edit. So this one is edge to edge monitors. It is in the main counter. It means this one will be in Nairobi. So the error might be under. When put Nairobi, the product won't appear at all. Let me check. When you search day to day, it won't appear at all because it's different. Let me try. Yeah, I think there was the. So right now in Nairobi, let me check the inventory for the day. Just log out. Then log in as in Nairobi branch. So I'll go direct to the inventory. Pause. Go direct to the inventory. So we don't have. Yeah. I think that was where we had a confusion. As you can see here is 90. So let us try and sell maybe 3 of them so that we can remain with the 87. So then I'm selling under Nairobi branch. Selling. I want to sell under Nairobi branch. I think I've noticed where the error is. so I'll have just to update the old system. But for the other products, it's running well. Let me try. Oh, here it appears. So you can see the stock is 90, and these are the balances. So let me just go back to the branch that I was using for the demo. So I log in again into the headquarters, then click login. So I was to run the which report? I was to run the sales report. So to run the sales report, I will go direct to the sales report. So to automatically click on the sales report. The first window that will appear will have a summary or a summary of what I've sold during that specific day. This one is the summary of what I've sold today, the total amount, the paid, the balances, and the discount. Then in between there's a summary of the payment method. If there was a cash sale here, it could have been appeared on a different column. Then you have the total sales, the total discount, the completed, the total paid, and the total due. Let me sell with a. Let me try sell with a Lenovo with cash. There are 5 in the stock, so I want to sell only 2, so that let me sell 3 so that I can remain with 2. So this time I will use the cash method. So the cash that I was given is 48,000. With the cash method, then print. So this one is the cash way of selling the product. So I'll go automatically to the sales report. First of all, I will check the inventory if it has deducted. So as you can see, there are remaining 2. There were 5. There are remaining 2. That is okay. The system is working properly. Then I'll go to the sales report. 48,000. But now the payment method was cash. Doesn't have a code. So if you move down here, you'll find the cash that I'm supposed to be having is 48,000, while in place I'm supposed to be having 278,000. And this one the total expenses. There is no any expenses as per now. So there are several reports that I can get from here. I can get the sales report. These are the sales report. I can get the merged sale if there's some merges that were made. I can get the staff. Maybe I want to view the sales for this specific person. I'll get the staff report for that. Then I can as well get, for example, this one is David Ojabo, who has sold all. So if I click on the stuff and I'm having several people selling into the system, they will have all of them will be here, and each and every sales and each and every person, and the system will also rate your performance. So if you guys are 5, the system will let the performance and tell you this one is performing medium, this one is low performing, or this one is performing well. Then you have the fast moving product. If you click on the fast moving product, the system will analyze the highest selling product, for example, from the highest to the lowest in a descending order. For example, this one is Lenovo. It has sold 11 pieces, Dell Edge to Edge 10 of them, then mini Dell desktop 3. The profit and loss, you have the profit and loss report from this window. So for example, total revenue is this one. Total cost, it costed me 210 to buy the item that I've sold. These are the total revenue. This is the gross profit in terms of monetary value, and this one is the gross profit in terms of percentage. So I'll have all those ones. The detailed one naenda per item. Lenovo, how much have you made in terms of profit margin in percentage at amount for mini desktop? The same, and now it calculates the total down there. So we have the returns. If you have any returns here, we have the stock, we have the M-Pesa messages, have other messages. So for example, if the system is installed offline, we normally use the modem. So the modem has got a line. So your line is the normal messages and the M-Pesa messages. So if you click on the M-Pesa messages, utaona all the M-Pesa messages that appear during that day. Kama ni normal messages, you want to view the normal messages, watu wengine wamekuchatisha, you will see other messages from that option. So basically that is the basic POS. I haven't done expenses, but I can as well do the expenses from this button. Expenses. From here, I'll do the expenses. I'll click on the expenses. All expense. Right now, I don't have any expenses. So if I want to add an expense, I can add an expense. I'll click on Start New Expense. I've started. So once I click on Start New Expense, I'll now record the expense itself. So add an item. So I'll come here, select the category. Maybe I've paid rent. How much amount? 10,000. Select payment method. I've used the cash. The other details are not necessary. Then I'll click add. So once I do that, the expense will be recorded. Then I can now post the expense. It will post the expense. So once you post the expense, it will be submitted. Then it will be recorded into the system. So when you come here, you can mark it as completed or view the details. So I'll mark it as completed. So once it is completed, because I've already paid, the status will change to be completed. Then I can view the expense details. So this one is the expense detail. It was posted by David. The amount is this one. The vendor, I never recorded the vendor, but it will be there. The description and everything. So you can print the expense voucher using that button. So this is how your expense voucher will look like. So when I go now, when I go direct now to the sales report, then I run a profit and loss. I'm not supposed to be running the profit. When I go to the profit and loss report, let me just go direct to the accounting, then run profit and loss account. So the profit and loss account will show me how much have I incurred on the expenses. So it was added here. I thought maybe I never had an expense in August, but it was added there. So it will calculate all the amount that was there, the margin. The other time was 33 point something. Now because of the 10,000, it has reduced to 10%. So that is all on the basic point of sale system. But the thing that I haven't talked about is the dashboard. So when you go to the dashboard, there's some several summarized report that you can just view, then make a conclusion or make a. So these are the report I'm saying. You can just want to use the dashboard to get the report for the day. This one is the net and stock profit level. So today, compare you today and yesterday. The net profit for today is 116. How many orders have you completed during that day? There are 5. The inventory items in the system. If there is any item that is running out of stock, it will alert you. The users that are into the system, the receivable, the advance, the cash, stock procurement, the stores, the invoices. If there are some invoices, recent sale, they will be displayed there. Top selling item will be there. The staff on duty based on the shift management will be there. The top branch, if you have maybe 10 branches, you want to know which branch is selling more, it will be there. top counter, branches expenses, all of them. The counter, the main counter, how many items are in there, the revenue graph or the trend in the revenue itakwambia. Kuja hapa, when you move the cursor on that specific day, there's some information about that, how much you've sold on M-Pesa. The blue one itakwambia ni 278,000, the cash 48,000, monthly revenue, cash revenue, it will tell you cash flow revenue, it will tell you the inventory, all of them are active. There is nothing kwenye kuna low stock, the categories, all of that information is here. So you can run a report for the yesterday. When you click yesterday, you can run a report of the yesterday. You can run report of this week. Now this week will combine all everything, the entire month. Yeah, like that's all. That is the basic. So I believe I was very fast, but next time tutaenda step by step, one by one until we get to know. Then we have this bell here for a notification. When you click on the notification on the bell, you'll notice there's some updates or notification. Product deal this was updated to counter. Low stock alert, nimekwambia. You remember I told you about the low stock. The system will be informing you are running out of stock. When you add a product, when you make a sale, when you all the report, the notification are here. Quotation, you can do the quotation, but that one I will capture it in the next lesson. The quotation and the requisition. Okay, thank you. Nice to have you on this demo. Enjoy your day.